Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. According to General Hospital spoilers, the teaser video for the week of June 2nd to 6, 2025, has been made public. It depicts Sasha Gilmore Corbin giving birth while testifying in court during the custody hearing. Carly Spencer reveals to Drew Cain that Nina Reeves was the one who gave the order to drug him. Let's discuss the upcoming developments in the ABC soap drama as you continue reading. Custody trial of Willow Tate Corinthos. The custody trial of Willow Tate Corinthos and Michael Corinthos will be the main focus of GH Week for fans. Michael and Willow exchange glances across the courtroom as the bailiff orders everyone to stand for the judge. The summer trial. There are hints that the custody hearing will be the summer's most anticipated trial. Therefore, it doesn't seem like a speedy settlement is in the cards. Actually, once the hearing begins, be prepared for a number of surprises and shocking revelations. A number of people will take the stand according to fans. Jocelyn Jacks and Tracy Quartermain are among them, and they will both destroy Willow. Harrison Chase will testify as well. Given how well known this case is, all of the witnesses will be subjected to challenging questions. Willow and Michael both desire their kids. Neither of them wanted the current state of affairs to become more confusing or disorganized. Therefore, it will be intriguing to observe the judge's custody decision. Sasha's work in court. According to General Hospital spoilers, Sasha's labor while on the stand is also depicted in the weekly preview video. It's unclear why a court would permit a pregnant lady to go into labor without phoning an ambulance. But it appears that Rick Lansing might take advantage of the circumstance to coerce Sasha, and possibly even Michael into making a confession. Michael actually leaps to his feet and rushes to Sasha in the witness box. With a distressed expression, Sasha informs him that the kid is on the way. If Sasha's baby has the same congenital heart problem as Michael, the truth might be revealed at the hospital if it isn't already. Exposing Nina Reeves. Carly, who tells Drew who drugged him, will also be there. Carly knows Nina was at fault, but she doesn't know Jacinda. When Carly reveals Nina to Drew and the rest of the court in the preview video, Nina's mouth falls open. Portia Robinson may be the next to be removed as a result of this. What does that signify for Portia's future in medicine? In the week of June 2nd, 2025, which narrative are you most excited to see? The most recent General Hospital spoilers for Monday, June 2nd to Friday, June 6th are available on soaps.com. Brooke Lynn lashes out just when we thought she could get much more irate. In addition, Nina has a confession to make as Carly confronts Jason. Continue reading for that and more Port Charles drama. In today's recap, Brooke Lynn snaps at Lois and Gloria, Gio looks to Sunny for clarification, and Elizabeth forgives Lucky for not telling her the truth about her accident. Elizabeth discovers something. Christina and Michael get back together. Brooke Lynn lets loose her rage. In the hot seat is Alexis. Sunny gives advice. With her problems behind her, ex-Molly is ready for a comeback, and it's never too late to start over. Spoilers for Tuesday, June 3rd on General Hospital. The hearing for Michael and Willow's divorce starts. Sunny confides in Jason. Trina stands up for Jocelyn. Rick gives Alexis a hard hand. Jordan gets to know Dalton better. Meet the new Mrs. Jack Wagner, the General Hospital vet who vows "I do" before the return of Bold and Beautiful. Spoilers for Wednesday, June 4th on General Hospital. Lulu and Brooke Lynn meet in person. Elizabeth is taken by surprise by Lucky. Michael stands up. Chad Duell prepares for a return as spectacular as Michael's. Brennan is under pressure from Anna. Sunny and Laura talk about family issues. Thursday, June 5th spoilers for General Hospital. Lucky must face a harsh reality. Anna tells Jason about her suspicions. A family get-together is hosted by Curtis and Portia. Sasha feels overburdened. Willow gets to work. Friday, June 6th spoilers for General Hospital. Jason is confronted by Carly. Molly and Cody become more acquainted. Jordan meets with Curtis. Nina admits something. Drew is devastated. According to General Hospital spoilers, many viewers genuinely think that Michael and Sasha are endgame, and for good reason. For all the information you require, continue reading below. Sasha and Michael are endgame. Sasha was the one who pushed for Michael and Willow to be married in order to shield Wiley from Nell. As many critics of the popular ABC soap opera have noted, that was how much she adored Michael. Furthermore, it's likely that Willow and Chase have been in love for a long time. She may have loved Michael as a friend, but she wasn't in love with him. Their relationship was simply intense. The internet had a lot to say about the issue on social media, as our readers are likely already aware. Michael and Sasha in a sweet happy ending for both, is one statement that several people have made. And she is already loved and appreciated by all the QS, unlike Willow. It would also help with Carly and Nina's management. She is near both of them. What will happen to Michael and Sasha next? I used to like Sasha, but I don't anymore, another fan commented. This means that we want Michael to date a lady who only tells lies and accepts money from a criminal who pays her to lie to her closest friends? Okay, go ahead and do it if they have the stuff. To be honest though, I don't believe Sasha is anyone's prize. Additionally, this comment was made. I really thought Michael and Sasha were great. I thought she was his ideal partner. Together they were entertaining, engaging and never dull. The fact that Sasha had to use drugs to deal with the breakup is perhaps what bothered me the most. How could she not love him after everything he had done for her? She loved him, really loved him. I sincerely hope they reconcile eventually. Fans of General Hospital will have to watch every day to see what happens next, of course. The ABC network broadcasts General Hospital during the week. Look up the timings in your local listings. Brooke Lynn discovered that Gio is the long-lost son she placed for adoption, as viewers of General Hospital are aware. When the truth was revealed, fans anticipated a great deal of drama. Amanda Setton braced herself for the revelation's drama. She sensed the scene's pressure. The actress tried to tell the story as best she could. She thinks it's one of the show's best stories. Playing the parts was a privilege for the actress. She thought the story was relatable and commended the writing. The actress claims that while it's entertaining to watch things go awry, this one felt overly theatrical. Many people on the show were impacted by the umbrella narrative. Amanda Setton talked about her experience filming the scenes. She wanted to put her all into the story. The actress lost her voice because she was so engrossed in the role. She spent weeks getting ready for the big day. She lost her voice when the time came. She was exhausted by the scenes. Despite losing her voice, Amanda Setton intended to give the sequences her best effort. She wanted to continue, but the authorities wanted to alter the setting until she regained her voice. Her voice loss gave the scenes a more authentic sense. Her character came out as raw and hollow, which is why the sequences worked. The veteran actress cherished her altercation with her fictional mother, Lois. They had some of the show's best scenes. Dante's actor Dominic Zamprogna also relished their scenes. He gave the actresses high marks for their outstanding work. Despite her struggles with the reality, Amanda Setton remained dedicated to the scenes. The fans have never seen Brooke Lynn so irate. The character believed that her mother had deceived and wounded her. She was devastated by her mother's infidelity. Amanda Setton was moved after performing the scenes. The emotions coursing through her body nearly caused the actor to hyperventilate. According to the actress, Rena Sofer brought the scenes to life. Amanda Setton was assisted by the actress in navigating the emotional scenes. Rena Sofer was described by Amanda Setton as a team player and a true professional. She brought the situations to life and encouraged her throughout. She worked with raw materials, thus it made a difference. It would be impossible for Amanda Setton to do the dramatic scenes with anyone else. She has a deep affection for Rena Sofer. When Dante confronted Amanda Setton's character, she was grateful that she could do her sequences with Dominic Zamprogna. Dominic Zamprogna received accolades from the actress for his portrayal. He's a fantastic actor in her opinion. Like water, their scenes blended together. She gives him credit for playing off his feelings. He portrayed the role with empathy rather than resentment. Trina's claws, Alexis strong-armed, and Willow's court battle. This week's General Hospital spoilers for June 2, 2025, are in. Fans should anticipate a legal battle between Willow Tate Corinthos and Michael Corinthos. Alexis Davis is sworn at by Rick Lansing. In addition, Jocelyn Jacks is defended by Trina Robinson. Let's discuss the upcoming developments in the ABC soap drama as you continue reading. The Court Battle of Corinthos. The custody dispute between Wiley and Amelia Corinthos was initiated by Carly Spencer, as fans are aware, but Michael is returning to complete it. Michael was given permission to take the kids after Diane Miller successfully obtained an emergency custody order. Unless Willow dumps Drew Kane, Michael won't let them go. Many shocking revelations could be made as the two appear in court. Nina Reeves recently found out that Michael is the baby daddy of Sasha Gilmore Corbin, on top of all the scandals that are already on camera. The pregnant woman might reveal Nina's own secret if Nina reveals Sasha's. Strong-armed Alexis Davis. Fans are aware that a preview clip from Monday's episode depicts Laura Collins addressing Alexis on the $10 million that was missing from Ace Cassidy's estate. Fans are aware that Alexis is being blackmailed by Rick and Ava Jerome for Christina Corinthos Davis' covert crime. Laura may get a cover story from Alexis, but it won't last long. What will happen now, then? Giovanni Palmieri's intercourse. Giovanni Gio Palmieri will be returning to Port Charles, according to General Hospital spoilers for the week of June 2nd. The young man comes to the realization that he cannot escape his difficulties after giving them some thought. Gio does, however, approach Sonny Corinthos. In a sneak peek, Gio declares that he will now be working alone. Gio doesn't seem to want Sonny's assistance with his schooling anymore. Gio may believe that Sonny knew the secret, but like most others he was unaware of it. June 2nd, 2025 week. Additionally, fans will witness Rocco Falconeri pose challenging questions to Lulu Spencer and Dante Falconeri. Lulu later encounters a furious Brooklyn Quartermain. Jocelyn will be protected by Trina. Jack Brennan is under pressure from Anna Devane in the meanwhile. Jason Morgan later hears Anna's doubts. A party hosted by Curtis Ashford and Portia Robinson may not go as planned. Additionally, Cody Bell and Molly Lansing Davis become closer. As Sasha Gilmore fought through another contraction, her face twisted in agony, the tension in the courtroom was evident. She grabbed the edge of the witness stand, her breath coming in short, ragged gasps, and the judge, lawyers, and onlookers watched in startled silence. Originally intended to be a simple hearing regarding corporate malfeasance, the trial had taken an unforeseen turn, and was now a matter of life or death. In the midst of testifying against Nina Reeves, Sasha had gone into labor. Carly Corinthos, on the other side of the room, stood motionless for a moment before acting. She had been anticipating this day, not only for Sasha's benefit, but also for the revelation of the truth. Carly looked directly at Nina, who was sitting at the defense table with a mask of fake worry on her face as medical staff hurried to help Sasha. Carly, however, was wiser. Carly had spent months investigating leads and obtaining evidence, and now that Sasha's life and the life of her unborn child were at stake, she wasn't going to let Nina get away with her crimes. Carly said, "Your Honor," her voice piercing the confusion. "The court needs to hear something before this trial is adjourned." The judge, who was obviously worried for Sasha's welfare, paused only a moment before giving Carly the all-clear to continue. Carly took a big breath and looked around the courtroom, first at the stunned faces and then directly at Nina. Carly said, "Nina Reeves did more than just falsify company documents." The group gasped as she said, "She planned this whole thing to hide something much worse, her role in Phyllis Caulfield's death." Nina's attorney protested right away, but Carly persisted and took a file out of her bag. "I have evidence that Nina bought off important witnesses to quiet them, including witness statements, emails, and cash transactions. She is a killer, not simply a fraudster." Nina lost all of her composure. "That is untrue," she yelled as she got up from her chair. However, the harm had already been done. Now completely shaken, the judge called a recess, but not before giving bailiffs instructions to keep Nina inside the courthouse. Carly had a wave of validation as Sasha was taken out on a stretcher, gripping her tummy and wailing in agony. At last the truth was known. However, the conflict was far from ended. The real battle for justice had only just begun when Nina's misdeeds were made public. The courtroom was rocked by the fallout from Carly's shocking disclosure. While onlookers muttered incredulously, reporters rushed to report the news. Once a well-respected businesswoman, Nina Reeves was now facing charges of far more than corporate wrongdoing. Given the seriousness of the issue, the judge sealed the courtroom to stop other leaks, and ordered an immediate investigation into Carly's claims. Sasha was taken to General Hospital in the interim, where medical professionals labored feverishly to stabilize her. She and the baby were at risk due to the stress of the trial and the shock of early labor. Sasha struggled to stay conscious in the delivery room, her mind vacillating between bitter joy that Nina's deceit had finally been exposed and concern for her unborn child. Despite the dangers of testifying against Nina, she had done it out of a sense of justice, closure, and respect for the innocent lives Nina had ruined. When Carly returned to the courthouse, she was encircled by reporters who were shouting questions while their cameras flashed. While some last-minute custody preparations are being made, Michael Corinthos and Christina Corinthos Davis will reunite, according to the General Hospital spoilers for Monday, June 2nd. We should talk about what lies ahead in Port Charles because Giovanni Gio Palmieri will also have a crucial question. He and Gio will land on the hot seat at Sonny Corinthos' residence. Gio will inquire as to whether Sonny was aware of his true origins, because he believes Sonny may have discovered it long ago. But when the truth came out, Sonny was just as caught off guard as Gio. Gio will agree to assist in whatever manner he can once Sonny has persuaded him of that. However, according to GH spoilers, Gio will feel compelled to remain independent and take his next step alone. Gloria Cerullo's involvement in this entire Gio issue will be criticized by Brooke Lynn Quartermaine at the Quartermaine home. Even though Gloria and Lois Cerullo are sorry for Brooke Lynn's current suffering, they might not regret sending Gio to Camilla Palmieri because at least until her death, she provided him with a decent home. Since Rocco Falconeri will view an online video of Joe's breakdown, the Gio secret will also spread to Lulu Spencer's residence. Additionally, after reading some blogs claiming that Joe's parents are Brooke Lynn and Dante Falconeri, Rocco will ask Lulu if it is accurate. Rocco will provide the best explanation he can because Dante will enter and verify that Rocco is correct. Lulu will also need to explain herself, since it appears that Rocco will receive updates regarding her involvement in Joe's finding. Elizabeth Baldwin is on the verge of making a discovery. Does that imply that Lucky Spencer will go ahead and reveal the truth about Christina and the crash? Since a staggering $10 million has been taken out of Ace Cassidy's money, Laura Collins will question Alexis Davis. Alexis will have a difficult time answering questions without revealing the influence that Ava Jerome and Rick Lansing have on her. Now that Michael has returned from Germany, Christina will enjoy a touching reunion with him. As Michael gets ready for court in the custody dispute, Christina will be supporting him. Nina Reeves will ultimately have to choose how much she tells Rick about Sasha Corbin and her child's real father. According to General Hospital spoilers, there will be some shocking courtroom scenes soon, so we'll keep you updated on the mayhem. Steve Burton, who stars on General Hospital, is experiencing some real-life drama that might be lifted from a page of the soap opera he works on. Details are provided below. The problems with Steve Burton's ex-wife. Fans are aware that Burton was married to Sherry Gustin for 23 years and has 3 children with her, even though he recently married chef and recipe content Michelle Lundstrom. In 2022, the soap opera star filed for divorce. They reached a deal in 2023 that included joint custody of their children. According to a recent In Touch article, Burton said that Gustin was making it difficult for him to see Brooklyn, their youngest child. He disclosed in court filings that following their divorce, Sherry asked him to relocate from California to Tennessee, and he complied, but she ultimately returned to California. Naturally, the GH star relocated following this, primarily to be nearer to his children. Having said that, Burton also charges his ex-wife with creating a custody dispute in court and making it difficult for him to have a relationship with their kids. Burton writes, Sherry has seemingly forgotten how our family ended up in this situation. In court records that In Touch also received, Sherry was the one who had an affair, got pregnant with a man's child, and moved him into her house right away after our split without telling me she was doing so. Claim of harassment. Burton also pointed out that when Michelle Lundstrom, his gal companion, joined the picture, Gustin didn't exactly welcome her. He claimed that throughout the beginning of their relationship, Sherry would refer to Michelle as the girl, rather than by her name. According to Burton, this was done in an attempt to downplay the significance of Lundstrom in his life. Burton's ex recently refuted these allegations, saying she wanted to negotiate a custody arrangement for the children, but she also accused the GH star of harassing her. In the last few months, Steve has begun to message me and accuse me of parental alienation if he can't reach Brooklyn, Guston tells In Touch. He harasses me with his nearly daily messages. It sounds like Burton is dealing with a he said/she said situation that would be easy compared to the Corinthos child custody hearing between Willow and Michael Corinthos. According to General Hospital teasers, Sasha might not take Nina's betrayal of the other woman she has always considered a daughter well. As Nina Reeves begins to piece things together, she discovers that Michael Corinthos, not Jason Morgan, is the father of Sasha Corbin's child. In any case, neither the audience nor the decent residents of Port Charles found the entire Jason myth to be coherent. GH is thankfully beginning to move away from that. But Sasha's worst nightmares are going to materialize. Nina defines everything. Nina will betray Sasha, a woman she previously thought was her daughter and treated like a daughter, because she is so determined to ensure Willow Tate never finds out that she had an affair with Drew Kane while he was pursuing Willow. Sasha tried her hardest to persuade Willow to be kinder to Nina and embrace her in her life, even though Willow refused to talk to her from her deathbed 2 years ago. Nina believes that by revealing Sasha's real baby daddy, Willow will be granted custody of Wiley and Amelia. Sasha is aware of the truth. Nina will surprise Sasha when she tells a judge that Michael also had an affair and got her pregnant, since Sasha can't believe that Nina would ever betray her in this manner. Even though Willow's first adultery was the catalyst for what happened with Sasha and Michael, it won't look well in court once Rick Lansing takes over. Sasha can reveal Nina's secret, but she will be caught off guard when she does. Sasha might tell Willow everything about Nina's affair with Drew because she is aware of it. Both Willow's connection with Nina and her relationship with Drew would essentially terminate as a result. However, it might not even destroy Willow and Drew's relationship. Nothing will if discovering him in bed with another woman didn't. Perhaps Nina should let it happen, since Willow has gone so far that she would chase Drew off a cliff. As Gio sat on the railing of Sunny's back porch, the sun sank low over the horizon, creating long shadows that stretched across the peaceful neighborhood. A gentle buzz of distant traffic served as a continuous background for their chat, and the air was heavy with the aroma of barbecued meat from the barbecue that was still smoking nearby. Sunny sipped his beer slowly while examining Joe's face. He seemed restless tonight, unlike when he had been there previously. "Have you ever considered simply leaving all of this behind?" Gio asked abruptly in a low, purposeful voice. Sunny put his drink down with a gentle clink and arched an eyebrow. "You mean the company, right? The household?" With a sharp exhale, Gio combed through his hair. "Everything. The expectations, the duties. Maybe it's time for something else, I've been thinking." With his elbows resting on his knees, Sunny leaned forward. Gio, at least the Gio he had known for years, wasn't like this. The man who kept his head down and completed the tasks at hand was consistently steady and dependable. Something significant was developing if he was speaking in this manner. "Are you just talking? Or do you have a plan?" Sunny pushed. Joe's eyes were serious, but his lips formed a half-smile. "I have concepts. Been saving money and establishing relationships outside of the typical social circles. Sunny, there's a whole universe out there. I'm beginning to believe that I want a piece of it, but on my own terms." Sunny muttered a faint whistle. This could upset things in ways none of them could have anticipated if Gio was sincere. The family didn't just let folks leave without any repercussions. However, Gio could see by the expression in his eyes that this was a decision that was already in action, not simply a fleeting notion. "Are you aware of the risks you're taking?" After a lengthy silence, Sunny spoke. Gio gave a nod. "Indeed. But just now, staying seems like a bigger risk." Between them hung the weight of those words. In the past, Sunny has witnessed men burn out, grow weary of life and attempt to withdraw. Most didn't, but some did. However, Gio wasn't like most men. He was patient and calculating. He was the only one who could pull it off. "Is there a reason you're telling me this?" At last Sunny inquired. Gio looked up at him. "Because I would prefer not to go alone if I were going." The connotation was obvious. Sunny felt his heart rate increase. This was an invitation rather than merely a confession. A part of him had been experiencing the same restlessness lately, despite his best efforts to ignore it. The same desire to have more. However, leaving behind everything they had ever known? The choice was not made hastily. Sunny whispered, "You're asking for too much." Gio gave a shrug. I understand. I am aware of your unhappiness, though. Not at all. Sonny remained silent. He was not required to. The unstated but indisputable truth was there. The two of them were deep in thought as the night dragged on, the future suddenly open and brimming with opportunities and threats. One thing was for sure, though. Nothing would ever be the same again. Sherry Burton, Steve Burton's ex-wife, has made severe accusations of harassment against the veteran General Hospital actor, well known for his portrayal of Jason Morgan. The actor's personal life has become even more controversial as a result of the charges, which have surfaced during their current divorce processes. Sherry has accused Burton of persistently harassing her following their separation, including verbally abusing her and threatening her, according to court records that have been obtained by many media sources. These accusations follow a contentious divorce procedure that included arguments over child custody and money issues. In 2022, after more than 20 years of marriage, the couple, who were married in 1999, filed for divorce. Although their breakup was initially reported to have been amicable, tensions seem to have increased in the last few months. Sherry's safety and mental health are reportedly the reasons why her legal team has requested restraining orders against Burton. She claims in court documents that Burton has made remarks that she finds scary and has regularly contacted her in a hostile manner in spite of her requests for space. Burton's representatives have said that he denies any misconduct and plans to take the matter to court, despite the fact that he has not publicly addressed the specific accusations. Because of Burton's prominent position in the entertainment world, this matter has received a lot of attention. He has been playing Jason Morgan on General Hospital since 1991, and his portrayal earned him a Daytime Emmy Award. He is a fan favorite. Due to the popularity of his role, he is now one of the most well-known faces on daytime television. His personal life has, however, occasionally made news, such as when he left General Hospital in 2021 over disagreements over the COVID-19 vaccine mandate, but he later rejoined the program. Depending on how the court case plays out, Burton may face professional consequences as a result of the harassment claims. The entertainment sector has been more vocal in recent years against personal conduct that detracts from public figures and professional wrongdoing. Although Burton has not been charged with any misconduct on set, production firms and networks frequently keep a close eye on off-screen scandals, especially when they include legal action. Reactions to the revelation have been varied among General Hospital fans. Support for Burton has been expressed by some, who have emphasized that he should be given the presumption of innocence because the accusations are still unsubstantiated. Others have demanded accountability, contending that regardless of a celebrity's standing, such charges ought to be taken seriously. Given the fervent fan base of the daytime soap opera community, this circumstance has spurred discussions on social media on the relationship between private and public life. According to legal experts, documented evidence, such as emails, texts, or witness statements, is frequently the deciding factor in cases like this. Steve Burton might be subject to legal repercussions, such as possible restraining orders or monetary fines, if Sherry Burton's allegations are proven true in court. On the other hand, he might sue his ex-wife for defamation if the accusations are rejected or found false. High-profile divorces usually turn into acrimonious affairs, in which both parties use legal tactics to safeguard their positions. The case highlights more general issues regarding the handling of harassment claims in divorce proceedings, in addition to the legal ramifications. Such claims are frequent in high-conflict separations, where feelings are running high and both parties may feel victimized, according to family law attorneys. Claims that are untrue or overstated, however, can also happen and make the legal procedure more difficult. Before rendering a decision, courts usually consider the veracity of each party's testimony, as well as any supporting documentation. As of right moment, Burton is still on General Hospital, and there is no sign that the show's creators intend to discipline him. Compared to other television genres, soap operas have generally been more understanding of cast members' personal conflicts and frequently wait for court rulings before making hiring choices. The network might reconsider his stance, though, if the accusations get more traction or lead to legal repercussions. Both Burton and his ex-wife will probably continue to be in the news as the case develops. Since the accusations were made, the actor has kept a low profile and refrained from receiving a lot of media attention. While Sherry has not directly addressed the case outside of court documents, she has utilized her position to support victims of domestic conflict. Their disagreements resolution might establish a standard for how issues involving celebrities are seen and decided in the future. The situation will be closely monitored by industry watchers and fans in the interim. It's unclear if Burton's career will be impacted by the accusations, or if they will stay a private legal concern. The General Hospital star is currently dealing with